Okay, right here, retired policemen protest poor pension welfare nationwide. I'm going to read a few lines on that one. In Abuja, retired policemen stormed the street nationwide yesterday protesting poor pension and other living conditions. Aside from Abuja, the protests took place simultaneously in Edo, Plateau, Kwara, Taraba, and Cross River State, among other states. In Abuja, retired police personnel who, you know, they defiled pour down, protested at the National Assembly entrance gates where they were joined with other groups of protesters led by the convener of the Revolution Now movement, Moyole Shore. The retired police officers demanded particularly the removal of the Nigerian police force from the contributory pension scheme, that's the CPS. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Agbetuku, in a swift reaction, however, stated that he does not oppose the protest. Of course, adding that the issue of poor retirement benefit is also a concern to serving officers. I'm going to take a few lines from what some of these officers were lamenting about. Hold on there. Coming to that, definitely going to take that line. It's quite touching. This morning on the newspaper headlines, I read few lines, and it was really, really touching. It was really, really touching when I heard that. Can't really find that, but people were complaining that at least 20,000 naira was what they get as pension monthly for 60-year-old, 65-year-old, 70-year-old people who can work, and receiving 20,000 naira is really disheartening.
Chris, do you know that sometimes it is difficult to cry for the death of your enemy?
Okay. How do you mean?
Sometimes, like when Muhammadu Buhari, the news of the death of Muhammadu Buhari was released by the federal government, their own version anyway. So when some people were saying,
how do you mean?
Chris, allow me.
I'm trying to allow you, but you're not allowing me through.
I think the federal government version of the
you're making it difficult for me to understand.
Yeah, the death of Buhari has been there, here and there. So the federal government version is the one that is official, isn't it? So that's why I have to put it to them. That is their own version. So when that was announced, you discovered that some people were mourning and some people were not mourning. And when I came to your studio, you talked about it. I told you that how can I mourn? And if you even see that one of the governors of a state in Nigeria, when he came to mourn Buhari, he was mourning Bola Tinubu and things like that. But however, we leave it at that. But death is just the necessary end that will hit everybody. So I'm not wishing anybody anything. But however, you see, it is difficult to cry for the death of your enemy. Sometimes it is difficult to cry when your enemy is found in the crossroad.
Okay, I'll come back.
Nigerian police force.
Yeah, I'll come back to that. But I've seen the lines I was looking for. This one says, I'm 67-year-old. Many of us here are of 60s and 70s. We have served the country faithfully and deserve our deserve to retire in dignity. This scheme has impoverished us, and of course, it is our right to demand better. Another protester said, I am receiving 20,000 naira as pension after serving for 35 years. This is the receipt. How can we survive in this harsh economy with this, let alone our children and family?
Yes, you see how pathetic that is. If the living know the condition of the dead, they would have arranged their life properly. Are you getting me? But in this case, the serving police officers know the fate of the retired police officers, yet they keep on doing the mischief they are doing. Look at, I will ask you, what is a retired police officer good for in Nigeria? What is a retired Nigerian army officer good for in Nigeria, if not get man? And it pains me that I'm speaking like this. Do you know why? I have served in the Nigerian police chaplaincy for many years. And I hold Nigerian police force as a dear organization to myself. But when I see how some of them behave on the street, on the road, in their police station, I wonder. If actually these people are working with the mind that someday you will drop that uniform, it will be useless to you. Look at what we are just talking about. In the time of Olusegun Obasanjo, retired army officers gathered in Abuja and spent months in the open street along Area 11. I mean Area 3, Area 10, yes. They spent months in open street advocating for their pension. I don't know what later happened because I saw them, at least I moved along that road severally and I saw those people. Look at Nigerian police officers, men who held power. People we consider themselves as government. People that consider themselves as law. Just yesterday. But today, look at where you find yourself. Can this teach the serving officers a lesson? That instead of helping these politicians to destroy the society, you should help the masses to renew the society so that when you finish serving and returns home, you'll be welcomed by your people.
How can they help
you have a balance, you have at least 3 square meal on your table. Somebody that is 65 and is receiving 20,000 naira as pension. Chris, please, I don't know how many you people are in the family. Can 20,000 naira give you a pot of soup?
I mean, me now.
I don't know how many you are in family, but if it is you as if you're a single man, no, you can take it, you can sit together, and go together. You can go to eatery and take a place of food for 5,000.
Are you saying?
In my house, 20,000 is not enough to cook a reasonable pot of soup. 20,000 is, and that is what you give to a man who has spent all his youth, all his vigor, all his energy serving this glorious country called Nigeria, the 6th highest oil producing country in the whole world. You retire as an officer wearing your rank, carrying your gun on the street, threatening people, only to retire to receive 20,000 naira. That is shameful. Very, very shameful. And I stand with them to say, let Nigerian government revisit their police pension. Not even just their pension, even their salary. Because when you look at their salary, look at their do I call it the grants they use to run police station and police vehicle and facilities, you discover that sometimes the police officers will tell you that they run these things from their pocket. They fuel their vehicle.
Might this be the reason why you see the abnormalities happening now?
No. The anomaly is coming from the content of the heart. It is not from what they are going through. Because if it is about what they are going through, I believe that they should be able to make this complaint to some of those representing them, because every policeman came from a constituency. So if what you are going through, as let's say for instance, you are DSP, you own a police station, you serve as a DPO, and you know that running that station is difficult. You can go home, travel home, go to the rep, house of rep from your community, call him, he will answer you. Tell him this is the problem we have, this is the problem we have. Please, when you go to Abuja, when you go to your chamber over there in the red chamber, I mean, beg for us. Make law that will enhance the management of the facilities of Nigerian Police Force. But you see that none does it. Instead, they will look back on the masses, their own brother, and begin to feast on them. Policeman will catch somebody on the street, a young man that is trying to grow, you will ask him to pay you 1 million naira for what? You think that whatever you collect from side of your teeth will be able to satisfy you? Because we know that what you collect from side of teeth can never fool the belly. So the bribes they are collecting, how are they spending them? At most you drive a car. At most you try to build 4 rooms and parlor. But nothing more. And after collecting this money that people will give you and cost you upon it, you use it to train your children, and tomorrow your children become barrack boys and barrack girls who will not amount to anything. So I'm believing that this protest that Nigerian retired police personnel have decided to march should be a warning sign to everyone serving in the force, whether police, army, any office you are serving. Know that after there will be a time that you will leave that office voluntarily and walk home, whether you like it or not. So now that they are complaining of this, I am in support. Not only that they be removed from contributory pension board, let also their pension be increased. Let the legislators please legislate over this. the Senate, the red chamber, the green chamber, let them legislate over this. And let police welfare be increased in Nigeria. But the work is more on the police officers. Let them change their mind. If you are serving as a police officer, know that it is from this community you came out. And you will definitely return back to this community if God grants you life that you finish serving and retires. Because it is a noble thing to finish serving in the war front and retire with your life. It's a noble thing. But remember, it is this same community you are dealing with so ruthlessly that you retire back one day.
Right.
And sometimes you might become a tenant to one of the man you brutalize someday. So how will that look like?
Let me throw the phone lines open. I would appreciate it if a police personnel calls in to maybe react to this. 081 355 42321. 081 355 42321. 091 286 30377. Hello, good morning, welcome.
Yes, good morning. I guess this line is clearer.
Yes, it's clear. Pleasure hear you.
Yes, I think I've been listening with rapt attention and I spoke about this in the morning. The underlying factor is that you just manning humanity against its fellow man, led by corruption, high-level corruption. But I wonder a little when, like your guest is saying, he's now making it as if part of what we are suffering, the police people are suffering, is what they have sown, not being good police officer and giving service to their people. But when it comes to Nigerian problem as we are suffering this thing, we will not also want to accept it that it's the people that are causing it. Why do we want to
okay.
Why do we want to take responsibility for police people now because of their activity? And that's why they are getting this thing is being meted out of them that they should whatever. But we don't want to accept the fact that whatever leadership we are getting and whatever we are getting out of the country is also part of the activities of the people. Is that not double standard? When it comes to us, the law shouldn't work. But when it comes to another man, we know the law so in a repeat. Thank you. Let's think about it.
Okay. All right. Let's think about that. Well, point noted. 08135542321. 08135542321. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, please,
Kasha, welcome.
You see, why this thing is telling me is just that most of this money they're contributed. That's the contributory.
Yeah, yes, they did. Yeah, they did.
That's the only way. But if I tell you, any retirees that cry is quite unfortunate. And the government was able to pay you salary for 35 years and retire, you're crying in the street. Crying for what? Please, I'm 52 years old. I keep on telling my children that they are my investment. Government has overpaid me at my 52 years old, so I've not received time. Even for the politicians I supported, I've never received time from them. But I'm only working towards that, making them my pension scheme. Most of them did not use their time very well. That's why, what is it that government is going to pay you at your retiring age, at the age of 65, 70, that you're crying in the street? And let us kill this corruption that is causing all this. Meanwhile, if it is money that is coming from the government, they have stolen all of them. But let them pay them those money they contributed. So when you have been a brother and several man, this thing they force it on you. You must contribute. When you are retiring, let them give you that money. It doesn't matter your character. It doesn't matter what you represent in society. Please, let people forget whatever that is in my own entitlement. Let me be given to me. I don't care about what police I represent themselves the way. That is how all of us are. That's where we behave in Nigeria. We cannot isolate police as we are all of us. Put the famous about don't retire and see what is happening there. Let them pay them that they are claiming they are contributed. But that is my statement.
All right. Let them pay them all. 08135542321. 081 355 42321. 091 286 30377. Numbers to call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Honorable Chris Ogridge.
Welcome.
You can't run away from one adage. Evil men do live with him. See, at times when you hear the way our Nigerian police they behave, go and see how some people rate cost on them now. You know, no say cost they affect. They say the person you use gun, point person collect money. That person use left hand. There you say take this money to go and die, go and eat and die now. They say now. So to me, at times the way they behave is not good. I could remember what they did to me once at the time when I entered this town. If somebody asked me to help him, after helping him to drop him, he now tell me that I'm under arrest. Collect the whole money what I made on that very day. So, and when I will be going home, I will be telling him, God will bless you, Abi. Eh? If that man now, who know where in today, you know the kind of cause or what cause him.
Thank you, Chris, before we go. So are you saying now? A lot of persons are saying, let me just take this final call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Chris.
Quickly, let's hear you, okay?
Thank you so much. I sympathize with them. Look at the condition, more especially at this period, where Nigerians are struggling to survive, based on the unfriendly policy of the government. The truth remains that I have never seen any politician protested over their gratuities and other service package. The problem we have is that our politicians make this country look as if the country have no headway. The people that they created and that put their lifeline to make sure that the society is secure, at the end of the day, sometimes they even come and politicians even come and say maybe they will be sponsored by opposition. Just watch by tomorrow we'll be hearing different things because they don't want to take the responsibility. That's why each time I hear we are the cause of this, I get annoyed. Why are we the cause? Government are deliberately punishing the city because of selfishness. Look at how much they appropriate themselves, traveling here and there. This money that would have been used for the betterment of this country. But you are see them, it's not that the carry Ghana must go. Are we not supposed to be asking questions? Look as if the country is now mortgaged in the hands of politicians. So, to me, police itself also deserve because one, when the society wants to express their grievances about what is happening, the police, they are using police to, target them, shoot them, get them arrested. So, look at the recent protests under this hardship of economic fuel subsidy removal. Some of them were asked to pay themselves a sum of 10 million naira. And they're using all these agencies to suppress the opinion of the people. And so to me, let us begin to have the fair share of these bad leaders.
All right. Thank you. Finally, that's it. Let's wrap up. The People's Bishop. It does look like a lot of persons are not sympathizing with the police. As we wrap up, I'm sorry we can't ignore calls. It does look like a lot of persons are not really sympathizing with the retired police officers. Why?
In my opening statement, I said that it is difficult to cry for the death of your enemy, and I believe that officers of Nigerian Police Force know that they have really dealt with citizens of Nigeria brutally, and it is just that some of them don't look at their retirement. They don't look at life after the uniform. And that is where wisdom is required to count. Life after the uniform. Now you are wearing the uniform. You are doing what you are doing. At the end of the day, who will you become? Why not serve with integrity? Why not serve? Yes, you will say that if you serve with integrity, hunger will kill you. Look, hunger will not kill you. Hunger will not kill you. If you think that there is nothing better that can be done other than wearing the uniform and collecting the little token of salary at the end of the month, invite me. I will come to your station with my group, with my team. We teach you how to make money, not Ponzi, not a kalu. It is a job you can do, your wife can do, your children can do. So while you are waiting for salary to come at the end of the month, the little 10,000, 5,000, 2,000 will be dropping in the house for your people to feed on, for you to pay house rent if you are living in a rented apartment, for you to pay your children's school fees. Yes, that is why we are fighting in the society. We are not just doing what we are doing because we want to talk. No, but because we are privileged to talk. We are talking out of passion. And in our passion, in our faith, we add a work. In our passion, we put workings. So you can invite me as a police officer, talk to your DPO, let them invite a surplus group. We will come to their place and we teach you.
You would pay money.
No, I am working for Nigeria.
You will pay for
No,
that.
we will teach you. We are not doing that. But I'm offering this as a free gift to Nigeria now.
After now, you are going to my admin. Thank you so much, Nze.
Thank you, my brother. Well, let Nigerians keep watching the movement in the political tide of Nigeria. Let's see where Peter Obi, Atiku, Bola Tinubu, the major contenders or contestants for 2027 election will come from. But if God will help us, let this government be changed.
All right.
Then for Nigerian police officers, those who are retired are crying. While we sympathize with them, while we cry with them, let the serving give us space to shed our tears. Not in grief, but in joy.
All right. And that's it. The People's Bishop here on 99.5 Wish FM, Nigerian Business Radio. Thank you so much, Mr. Nze Onze.
Thank you, my brother.
Right,
Thank you, Nigerians.
Always a pleasure. Yeah. All right, my name is Chris, the main man, and this is the wrap on Let's Talk this morning. Next up will be the economy. Do not go anywhere. It's 99.5 Wish FM, Nigerian Business Radio.